Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Polygon Matic, whose current price stands at the $0.8356 mark, and here on TradingView the market is up by 0.31%. and in this video I want to give you the key scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the Elliot waves and the Fibonacci's, and also the key areas of support and resistances. And I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. Polygon Matic from the all-time high has been seeing no prices in this massive ABC corrective movement, which has now taken us back to around the $0.32 mark, and having done so, I believe it has done the minimum that we expected it in its ABC corrective movement, and soon we are going to see a very nice bounce to the upper side following this Elliot wave structure, having a wave 5 taking us back to an all-time high. But before we get to an all-time high, we first need to see a first wave of that Elliot wave structure to the upper side, and I believe that is what is playing out here on the Polygon Matic chart. And jumping to the forward chart so that we can see this better, within a wave 1 we also expect to see fractal waves in formation within that wave 1, and I believe that is what is playing out nicely here on the Polygon Matic chart. And we have finished the formation of a wave 4 to the lower side of that fractal wave, and we are going to see a very nice bounce to the upper side in the formation of a wave 5 to complete that higher Elliot wave count 1. And if I get a little bit into the details of this fractal wave so that it can also give me the key scenarios that I expect to play out, after making our low down there, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side in the formation of a first wave, and using the Fibonacci's we also saw a retracement to the lower side in the formation of a wave 2, which retraced into the area between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.618. And after making the low for that second wave, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side in the formation of a third wave, which I had a target area here on the charts at around the $0.93 mark, and that I was basing it on the trend based Fibonacci's, connecting the low of the wave 1 down here to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the wave 2. That gave me a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of that third wave to the upper side at the fib level 1.618. And after making the high for that third wave to the upper side at around the $1.06 mark, we have been seeing a bit of a retracement to the lower side in the formation of a fourth wave. And using the Fibonacci's, because a wave 4 is a retracement of the third wave, we can use the fibs to get a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of a wave 4, and I just need to use the fibs connecting them from the low of the wave 3 to the high of that wave 3, and that gives me a minimum target area to the lower side between the fib level 0.618 and the fib level 0.382, and I can mark that target area here on the charts like that, then remove the Fibonacci's, and you can see Polygon Matic has continued to respect that movement to the lower side, and I believe we have completed the formation of that fourth wave to the lower side, and soon we are going to see a very nice bounce to the upper side in the formation of a wave 5. And because a wave 4 is a corrective wave, we also expected to see a corrective movement within this formation of a wave 4 down here, and I believe that also played out, having this as the wave A, then a wave B making a high at around the $0.94 mark, then continued pushing low in the formation of a wave C, which made a low at around the $0.69 mark. And after making that low, we are seeing a very nice bounce to the upper side over here. And before we saw that breakout to the upper side over here, we had been trading within this channel, which is between two areas of support and resistance. That is the key area of resistance at around the $0.78 mark, and the key area of support at around the $0.72 mark. As Polygon Matic was trading within those two key areas of support and resistances, we formed a channel, and we saw a breakout out of the channel to the upper side, managed to break above that key area of resistance, and we have continued pushing higher. And that movement, we can now term it as an Elliot wave structure to the upper side. And because a wave 5 is an impulsive wave, we also expect to see fractal waves in formation within a wave 5, and I believe what is playing out right now is the formation of the first fractal wave within a wave 5. And drawing it out here on the charts, we can have this as the wave 1, then a wave 2, then this impulsive movement to the upper side is the formation of a third wave, then expect the formation of a wave 4, then a wave 5 to complete a higher Elliot wave count 1, which is a fractal wave within a wave 5. So that is what I'm expecting to play out over here. And since we are in the formation of a third wave to the upper side, we can also sketch out a target area to the upper side in the formation of that third wave to the upper side, using the trend based Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the wave 1 to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the the fibs to the low of the wave 2. That gives me a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of that third wave to the upper side at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.8786 mark. So in case we continue pushing higher, get into that target area at around the $0.87 mark, then I'll be expecting a bit of a retracement to the lower side in the formation of our wave 4, then continue pushing higher in the formation of our wave 5 to complete that higher Elliot wave count 1, which is within a wave 1. And also zooming in, we can also sketch out a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 1, that is using the trend based Fibonacci's. I just need to connect the trend based Fibonacci from the low of the wave 1 to the high of that wave 1, then drag the fibs to the high of that wave 3, and that gives me a minimum target area for that higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upper side at the fib level 0.618, and that is at around the $1.24 mark. So that is the minimum that I would expect that movement to the upper side to do. So let's be patient and see how that plays out. Also taking a look at the indicators to see what movements here on the RSI will be supported. Here on the RSI we are trading at around the 58 mark, and that means we have massive room for us to support any movement to the upper side to fully maximize our target area in the formation of a third wave. Also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD we have printed a bearish cross, and that would mean maybe lower prices could be coming our way. See a bit of a retracement before we manage to print a bullish cross to help us maximize our target area in the formation of a third wave. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.